nearly 6 in the morning, it's like 5:45. Been awake for nearly 2 hours. Didn't go to sleep until 3:30ish. Had a really bad dream. Kind of, it was something that happened to me kind of in a way, if that makes sense. It's like a version of something that happened to me, and I woke up from it really freaked out. And then I sat up, and then I ended up going downstairs. Made my dog jump, because I went downstairs, and as I was walking into the kitchen, she came out the conservatory, started to walk towards me, and I turned around as she walked into the kitchen, and she jumped. Like, I don't think she recognised me for a split second, and then I was like, "Oh, are you okay? Oh, I made you jump," and she started wagging at me, and my dog never wags. And I think I just made a jump because I don't know. So of course she got a treat out of it. I had a Milka cake bar, some dairy milk, and I got my banana Weetabix drink out the fridge and brought it up with it, and I've had that. I've just been editing the vlog that's going up tomorrow, because the one that's going up today is already on my channel. Just need to schedule it. And I just wanted to distract myself because the dream was really bad and it's upset me. Obviously, it's probably not going to focus on the time, but it's about 5:45. I need to lie back down and get some sleep. I feel a little bit better, but I have been awake since, I don't know what time it was. Is it 4:10 or 5:10? I know I went downstairs at 5:10, but I've been awake ages. Well, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. I just need to get to sleep because I didn't lie down till 20 to 4. So I either woke up at 4:10 or 5:10. I don't know which one it was. I think from the amount of stuff that I've watched since I've been awake, it was probably 4:10. But I'm gonna go. Hi everyone. So, loving it. No, at least my lashes are black, because I did them, was it last weekend? Yeah, I always get stressed out about doing it because I'm scared I'm going to blind myself, because obviously I'm putting a chemical right next to my eye myself. I fake tanned my face an hour ago, and I've done my body, and I'm all, you know, that sticky feeling, even though you can get dressed by this point. I'm sticky. But I've finally done it. I had to do it, well, I've not tanned in about a month. I always feel better for having a tan. I feel, I don't know, like I'm happier to wear no makeup than I am without the tan, even though obviously I don't have the tan now. I bet it is slightly darker than what it is normally, even though it's only been on an hour. I did the Saint Tropez gel one that came in that Latest and Beauty box that was like the Summit Beauty Awards box. I've used that one again. Remember, that's the one that's been giving me the line around there, but I was super careful. So woke up, washed my face, went in the shower, washed my body, washed everything off that I'd put on after my shower bath last night, tanned my face, then I did my body, and then after 10 15 minutes I put my bottoms on that I've got on. I never put anything on that I love, like this is my old loungewear stuff that I wear around the house that I still need to replace. I need to get some t-shirts like this. And then I sat on my bed for about 10-15 minutes, and then I put this on and came downstairs. I've got a delivery. It's another Sunday and or Tuesday video, and it's going to jump the queue, so I've got stuff that's been filmed 2-3 weeks but what I've got's got to jump the queue because at the moment it's in stock, but it might not be on Sunday because it's only Wednesday now. So if it's not in stock, I won't put it up on Sunday, because even though I still want to show the contents, obviously, you can't buy it if it's out of stock. So I'm going to film it and edit it and get it on my channel, but if it's out of stock, I'm going to put something on. Like, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 videos filmed already, and then filmed one yesterday, so that's 5. This one will make it 6, and I'm due something that will make it 7. Oh, 8, I've got 8. Because I've been spending way too much money. I'm actually broke now. I need to stop. I actually bought something last night, but I'll tell you what it was, because it is actually become something that I definitely need. I did buy a second item to get free delivery. So anyway, I had to tan, because as I said, I do feel happier with a tan, feel more confident. I don't like how tight my hair is against my head. I look better. I've been wearing 3/4 length ASOS 4505 3/4 length leggings for 2 days, and all you can see is these really white legs poking out the bottom, like a lot lighter than what you can see here. It's like 2 times lighter shade, and it scared me. Oh God, my arm's killing. So basically, I forgot what I was going to say, which is great. Yeah, it was hideous what you could see poking out the bottom. Like, really hideous. Like, whiter than white. And that's why I don't wear 3/4 length leggings. And I remembered when I saw them, I was like, oh my God. I look really ill. Like, my legs look like they're anemic or something. So, also I've got 3 of the Dr. Botanicals. Oh, is it Dr. Organic? It might be Dr. Organic. The dark tanning mousse. Now, if you've watched me for a long time, you'll know last summer I got the light tan mousse and the dark one in one of the latest in beauty boxes, and I picked both of them and a third item, can't remember what it was, but if you watch the videos you might remember. And I used the light tan, and it was quite light, and it only lasted about 3 days before it dramatically faded. And I never got round to using the dark one because I didn't really tan much last year or the year before. I think I tanned more the year before, but last year I didn't really tan much because of everything that was going on with the online bullying and the harassment and the lies and the stalking and all that that's still carrying on. And I just didn't do it because of how upset they were making me and how stressed out they were making me, and they were scaring me, so I didn't really tan. So then there was another latest in beauty box a couple of months later, and there was 2 items that I could easily pick for the box, but I couldn't pick a third item, so I ended up picking the tan again, but I got the dark one even though I'd not tried the dark one. I tried the light one, I already had a bottle of the dark, but I thought, oh well, I'll go through it anyway, because the plan was to just tan, and I was going to tan. And then, was it early this year, I picked up the 3rd bottle of the tan because there was nothing else I really wanted, so I picked up a 3rd one. So I've got all these 3 Dr. Organic, yeah, it is Dr. Organic tans, and then I got an ASOS box at some point that had my favourite fake tanning, which is the Bondi Sands Dark Foam Tan, because I prefer the foams and I prefer the ones that have got colour guide on, which this one clearly doesn't. So that makes it harder. So last time I tanned, I used the Bondi Sands one, but it's not a full size bottle, it's probably around half. And I said, next time I tan, I'm going to use the Dr. Organics one because I've got 3 of them and I need to get through them. And I'd planned to tan the next week, and then that never happened. And I planned to tan the week after, and it didn't happen. And I planned to tan the day that I had the migraine, and again it didn't happen. And then I was going to tan last week, and it didn't happen. So yesterday I was just like, you know what? I'm sick of you not tanning. You're going to tan tomorrow. And then last night, which means I definitely have to tan today, I was online buying something that I would now consider an essential item, and I'll talk about it because it might help some of you that have anxiety or depression, who struggle with sleeping or PTSD or low moods or anything like that, it might help you the way it's helped me. So I bought this item, which I won't name at this point because I want to be on camera when I do it. It's something you've seen me buy before, it's something you've seen me use before, but it's helped me massively. And I was like, oh God, I've only got 2 left. What as if I use them? I need to get more. And the official site that you get them from, you can't buy the 5-pack, you can only buy the 7-pack, or you can get a subscription, which in hindsight I should get the subscription, but we'll see how I get on, because I might not go through that many a month and I might end up with loads, so we'll see. So I went on knowing that it's a minimum of £20 spend, and the item that I was buying was £15. So I was like, oh God, I've got to spend £5, and I didn't really know what I wanted. But last time I bought this item in a pack of 5, I ended up buying a skincare item by The Ordinary, which I've only used twice, because I like The Ordinary, and I thought I'd try this product. It had amazing reviews, and it's okay, but I've only used it twice. So I was like, I need to spend £5, and I thought, well, I need an eye cream, and there wasn't an eye cream that I really liked, and they were all quite expensive, and nothing really stood out. And then I was like, I need an SPF for my face, and they were all really expensive, and the one that I wanted wasn't in stock. And then there was an offer on Bondi Sands, and it had 25% off, and I could get the dark or extra dark, but the extra dark was more money, so I just got the dark because that's the one I normally have, and I got a full size one. And then when I was checking out, it said, because it's Feel Unique, on Feel Unique you can have your own brand. Do you know, like if you're registered, you can pick your favourite brand, and every time you buy your favourite brand, you get it 10% off. And I had chosen Urban Decay, probably because I couldn't think of anything when I did it at the time. But I don't buy Urban Decay that much. I have 3 palettes, I think. So it said, do you want to change it? So I changed it to the item that cost me £15, and I got £1.50 off, because it is an item that I do believe that I'm going to buy frequently. So I just need to find out what you can buy on Feel Unique, because they might do stuff that I already use, instead of me like stressing and thinking, oh, what can I get, and then getting a tan, even though I've got 4 bottles upstairs, 2 on the go now, because I've now opened the Dr. Organics. I've not used the dark one, and now I have. So I bought the dark Bondi Sands, which basically means I'm now going to have to keep up with tanning, because I don't want to buy this tan that was reduced down to, like, I don't know what it was reduced down to, 11 something. It's a £15 tan, so I don't want to, like, not tan now. So I need to get back into tanning weekly, and I think these Dr. Organics bottles are not as big as you think they are based on the size of the box, but I think I'm going to get about 4 tans out of each one. So that's 12 weeks, and I've already got a Bondi Sands open, and that'll probably get 4 tans out. And that's 4, like, it's got 3 tans left in if I can get 4 out. So that's 15, and then I've just bought a big one, so I'll probably get 8 out of that. So then that's 23 weeks worth of tan. So that's getting up to the end of the year, because we're already halfway through the year, and there's 52 weeks in the year. So there's 26 weeks left, and I've probably got enough to tan myself once a week for 26 weeks. So that's great, but I've got to make sure I use it. And I do love the Bondi Sands, but I've never tried the dark version of what I've put on. So I might end up loving this Dr. Botanicals one, which you can sometimes pick up a lot cheaper than the Bondi Sands if you can get it on offer somewhere. So we'll see. But there might be a week where I tan twice, you know, like I might get to day 5, scrub the tan off and tan again. So at least I know I've got enough, and at least I know I've got my favourite tan as well. Because I might hate this Bondi Sand, this Dr. Botanicals one. At the moment, I'm a bit on the fence about it, just for the simple reason it doesn't have a colour guide, and I just prefer colour guides because I end up messing it up. But I was super careful today. I paid close attention to the areas that I normally mess up, and it had a slight colour to it. It worked like a white foam, it had like a caramel colour to it, like a real pale colour to it, which helped, but it didn't show up on my skin, but it just helped when I was rubbing it in, if that makes sense. So I might have a good tan, I might have a bad tan, who knows what type of tan I've got, but at least I've tanned. like I've not tanned for a month, and I honestly do feel so much better with a tan. And I know, like, some people are like, oh, you shouldn't need to tan to feel better. It doesn't, like, make me super happy. It just makes me feel happier about what I see in the mirror. Even though I'm happy to some extent with what I see in the mirror, I just feel nicer with a tan. There's a lot of people that love being tan. Like my doctor, she's so tanned all the time. Like when she has a week off, she says it's a holiday. She's not going on holiday. She's going on the tanning bed, and you see her after a holiday. She's like so darkly tanned, but that's what she likes. I personally wouldn't go on a tanning bed. I probably would burn anyway, to be honest. I mean, I never really tan in the sun. I just get a bit of colour in me, if that makes sense. But I just couldn't think of anything worse than lying on a tanning bed for 10 minutes. Like, that's just not me. So anyway, I've got this tan on. It's like, don't get sweaty or wet for I can't remember, it was 2 or 4 hours. And I have loads of stuff that I need to do that involves me washing my hands a lot and dealing with stuff that's wet. So I can't do what I plan to do. I also plan to do some more sorting and tidying, which makes me get sweaty. So I can't even remember how long I'm not allowed to get sweaty for. I'm trying to not get my hands wet now. So I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to go and watch Neighbours, because I love Neighbours. I love my dark lashes. Then I'm going to start getting some stuff done. I've got a video to film, which if it's out of stock won't go up Sunday. I need to decide what's going to go up Sunday. Today's vlog's already edited and it's been up since last night. I just need to schedule it. I've started to edit tomorrow's, which is slightly longer. I'm going to make a coffee. I'm going to get some cereal. Should I have cereal? Because I need to eat my fish and my sausages. I'm going to have cereal, and I need to take a load of painkillers because I'm in agony. So I've just opened these. I was expecting a pickled onion flavour. I'll be honest. I thought they was going to taste like pickled onion Monster Munch, which I actually like. Can't remember when the last time I had them, but I do like pickled onion Monster Munch. These do not taste like pickled onion Monster Munch. When it actually says onion flavoured rings, it literally means onion flavoured. Not pickled onion flavoured, onion flavoured. So it tastes a bit like cooked onion, do you know? Like onion soup, which I don't like, but that's what they taste like. So I've had 3 and I'm like, no, I can't. I don't like it. I mean, I don't hate it. I would eat them if I had to. If I was hungry and I had no other food in the house, I would eat them. But they would repeat on me for about 3 days afterwards. They're probably, even though I've only had 3, going to do that. Like my tan, everyone. I did my tan 4 hours ago. After an hour and a half, it started to develop. My face is developing. I'm going to have a shower about 6:30. I was going to leave it 6 hours because I remember it saying 6 hours, and then I looked on it and it says don't sweat or get yourself wet for 4 hours. Then I looked on the Bondi Sands one, and that's the one that says leave it on for 6 hours for a deeper tan, but you can wash it after an hour. So there's me thinking I have to keep it on for 6 hours when it's actually 4, which would be 5:30, but I'm going to leave it another hour and then I'm going to shower. But basically what I'm doing now is I need to start sorting my ASOS returns. Some have gone back already, but it's annoying because it's 1 item per bag, and I sent 4 separate bags and 4 separate lots of QR codes from my dad last week, I think, and it stressed him out. So this is when I got 2 pairs in the same colour, but I got 2 different leg lengths. And I wanted the shorter of the 2 basically, but I didn't know that because normally I get the longer of the 2. But there's a pair that I got in my actual size, and they're actually just above ankle length. But yeah, so that's why I got that one there. Honestly, big disappointment. If you watch the unboxing, it's just like eating onion rings, but the crisps, if you know what I mean. They're absolutely vile. Well, they're not vile, but I've got a horrible taste in my mouth. So I bought these jeans. This is my definite going back without trying on again pile. So these were in my wish list for ages because they're a gorgeous colour, you've got to admit. And the jogging bottoms, got them, and I'm not joking, it was like they were 1 or 2 sizes bigger than what they should be. And I always size down in jogging bottom type things, but some things I can get away with, some I can't. And I could have got away with 2 sizes smaller, but they're all out of stock. And it's a gorgeous colour, but they're quite pricey. I think they're like 24, which isn't that pricey. But it's such a shame because I knew as soon as I opened the packet they were too big. But it is a shame, but someone else is going to get to enjoy them. Then these are the jeans that I bought, and I said I bought them because they went in the 20% off. Well, they had, I think they went down to either $9.60 or $17.20, and then they had 20% off on top, and they're normally $28. And I was like, oh, I'll get them because the 2 pairs of jeans that I'm probably going to keep are very similar. There's like only half a shade difference between them. And I've got them, and I just don't love the colour, and I think this isn't really a summer colour. If it was like winter time, yeah, I know they'll fade, but not by the end of summer. So these are the shorts where it's a fitted waistband at the front, but elasticated at the back. But they're super big. There's so much material, like you wouldn't believe how much material. I need to move the crisp, otherwise they're going to smell like onion. But look how much material's in these shorts. They were really massive on me. They fit on the waist perfectly. Because if you remember, well, I'll show you them in a minute. So that's a shame because they were my favourites, you know, like plain black with large spots. This is the dress that I put on that was weird on the shoulders, and it just sat right on the edge of the shoulders, and then it had a weird cut, and then it was really tight on my chest, which nothing ever is, and then it clung to my stomach, and then it stuck to my legs. So that's got to go back, and I need to try on them because they are the wide leg trousers, and remember they're about 2 inches too long. I need to see if I put the wedges on if they'll fit. Now they're the matching shorts, and these are the ones that I wanted to fit the most in case I didn't keep them. But even if I kept them, I would keep them because it's 2 different things. And these are the ones, same brand as them, where it's a fitted waistband all the way along, and it's zipped at the back, but there's no stretch to it, so there's about that much gap. But then with the half elasticated waistband fits, and it's the same brand, but these are a lot less material than the other ones, as you can see. So these are the ones I'm really disappointed in. And I know I need to lose a little bit of weight, and I'm going to try to slowly lose weight the healthy way. But they're not going to fit by the end of summer, so it's pointless keeping them, even though they're only about £10 these. But I'm so disappointed because it does actually look like it's a skirt. And that's the one thing I wanted to keep the most. So this is the definite going back without any trying on pile. That one with these, because these are the ones that are 2 inches longer than the other ones. So then, these are like, it's Wednesday, it's for when my dad goes for Friday. I'm going to do 2 or 3 returns, maybe 3, and then on Monday the rest. So this is a t-shirt that I wanted, and it was on my wish list for ages, and it went in stock in my size a couple of times. I was like, oh no, I don't want it, because I've got another white t-shirt, and I'm not massively into prints. I used to be, but the last couple of years I don't want any big print or any big logo on me. It's just not me. I've not really worn much that's logo. The last couple of things I've had were Ivy Park, you know, I had massive logos on. So this came the other day, and it's super wide and cropped. I don't think it's too wide, but it's a shorter length one. So I want to get a denim skirt. So if it fits me, because I've not tried it on yet, I'm going to keep it potentially to wear with the denim skirts. But I'm going to try it on and see what length it is anyway, but it just doesn't look long enough. and I think it was £10 or £12, but then it had like 20% off. So I either paid £8 for it or £7.60, I think, whichever one, because I can't remember how much the original price was. But I like it because it's just different. It's not my normal style, it's colourful, that's colourful for me. And I feel like I'm advertising for Costa Rica. I wouldn't mind going somewhere warm. Not that I like the heat, I'm a bit bored with this country. I think everyone is though, it's not just me. And then these are obviously the trousers, which are super loose. And not anything I'd wear. I've had something similar like this a couple of years ago. And I didn't wear them as much as I thought I would, but they touched the floor and I had to wear them with, flat forms. I don't know if I've still got them. But these are, at the front, you see, fitted at the front, elasticated at the back. So I just need to bring my wedges upstairs, because they have to go back with the dress, because they came with the dress. Then we're on to these trainers, which I'm 90% sure I'm going to keep, because they look gorgeous with blue jeans. They look gorgeous with black leggings as well. I like Adidas. That's what I predominantly wear. If you used to see, like, when I was doing vlogs and I was walking along and I'd show you my shoes, I used to wear Adidas Vantage Court shoes. They were always suede. And I've still got 2 pairs, but they're worn out. But these are kind of similar style, but these are trainers where they aren't. But the court shoes, same thing. The only thing I hate about them, well, I don't hate, I just think that looks weird. And that looks weird as well, but no one's going to see the tongue. I had to do them up myself. Or did they come done up? I had to do the Vans up. So I need to try them on, because when I tried them on, my toes were quite forward. And in the summer, your feet swell. But my feet always swell when I put a bit of weight on, and I put about 2 or 3 kilograms on. So we'll see how they fit. But they're almost definite. Then these are the trainers that I got, and they had 20% off as well. So they reduced. They're only £55 new, so they had 20% off. So I basically got £11 off them, which made them £44. Now, when I was like 14, 15, or 16, and didn't have much money, we used to go to, where you go to trainer shop, and they do stuff like £15-20 cheaper because of the last season. I didn't get this colourway because this is obviously this season's. I'm just like, it's nice to actually get this season's colours. I remember I got a pair and they were like this, and then they had like light blue. I think they had a pink sole, and then that was light blue, and it was light blue. And then on here it had like a really pale blue design. And they just reminded me of when I had them. And actually, when I wore them last time, they're a half size smaller than these. And these are in my size. But can you see how they go narrow? They're really tight on my feet. So I don't know if they fit, but I want them to fit because I need some white trainers. And these are quite smart, but they're still trainers at the same time. Do you know, like some trainers are just in your face. I like that they've got a pink sole. I like that they're this season's colours, but they are a little bit tight because, as you can see, these are basically almost the same thickness all the way along, and they only go in a little bit, whereas these go in quite a bit. So I need to make sure my feet aren't super squashed and I can wear socks with them. I don't mind if like my toes up to about there, but you need a thumb gap because your feet do swell in the summer. And I know you can make these, what's it called? You can stretch them a little bit, but I'm hoping they fit because I do actually like them. Then I'm considering sending this set back. I know I wanted it, but the waistband on these is so thick, it's not super comfortable. I like the top because it's cropped. It's not super cropped, it just sits just above my hip. But I can't wear the top all the time for like bed and around the house. It's the bottom, so I need to try them on and decide, because they need to go back if they don't fit. So these are the ones I got to replace, you know, the ones in that fabric. Even though obviously the daisy fabric's cuter, but these are ASOS own. Totally different material. I feel like, I'm sorry about the bad angles, I'm trying to like hold them. I feel like these are kind of more sheer, like when I'm holding them up I can see right through them. Like, I don't think if you're going to be able to see through them or not. I don't think so. But they're a size smaller than what I normally wear and they fit perfectly. They're fully elasticated all the way around. And I don't have any shorts other than a couple of pairs of pyjama shorts. I don't think I'd go out anywhere with them on, but they'd be nice to wear around the house when it's too hot. So I need to decide. They weren't super expensive. I think they were 10 or 12. The New Look ones were 10. I can't think they would be more than 10. So these are the jogging bottoms that made me get the white t-shirt that I've actually just hung up. Because I was like, why is it not hung up? So it's hung up. I've decided to keep it because it'll go with a lot of things. It's just a simple t-shirt with that on and it fits me really well. So I basically got it to wear with these as well as other things. But I keep coming and ahhing over these and I'm running out of time to send them back. They'd have to go back Friday if I'm not keeping them. You can keep stuff up to 8 weeks now, but if you send it back after the 28 days, you get a credit on your account, which isn't too bad. These weren't super expensive. I think they were $15.99, cheaper than the ASOS ones. But I just keep looking at the colour. Like, it's not even showing the true colour up on here. But also, they do gather a bit at the ankle. It makes me look like I've got podgy ankles. But I do like them. So these are the ASOS jeans. Do you know what I realised? When I picked them up the first time and I opened them, I was like, have I got the wrong size? I thought I'd accidentally gone down a size because they look smaller than they used to. So just before I started filming, I put them against a pair of the same brand and the same style, Wrigley, and there's about that much difference. So they've actually made them smaller. So my advice to you now, if you get any ASOS jeans, and I've not bought any since last year, so they've obviously changed it at some point in the last year, is to go up a size. So yeah, and I know the ones I've got will have probably stretched a little bit, but to have that much gap, so when I did put them on, they were really tight, and I'm like, I know I've put a bit of weight on, but even when I put a bit of weight on, they're not that tight. So I do want to lose the 2 or 3 kilograms I've put on, which is about 6.5 pounds. But then they're still going to be a little bit tight on me, which is, I don't understand. But I'm basically going to keep them, even though they're almost identical to the Topshop jeans. Now I can see a difference in the colour that is slightly darker. Now these are also slightly smaller on the waist as well, but they're slightly smaller than them. So these are not going to fit me for a little while, but I can wear these in the summer. They're the Jamie jeans. I keep calling them the Joni jeans, and they are definitely skin tight. So the only reason I can justify these is because they were reduced to 32, then they had 20% off. These also had 20% off, and I don't have any blue jeans. Well, I do. I have these ones, which are too dark, because as you know, I'm sending back a pair that is this colour, but they're a size too small. I got my normal size, but I got the black one. I got these first, and they were a little bit too small. Then I got the black ones.